Guys, welcome to another video. Carlos here from My Family Flight Plan. Today we are headed over to Cameron Park. It's time for that time of the year where we take our Comanche for its annual inspection. So lots to talk about on today's flight. We have quite a few squawks and things that we're getting fixed and addressed. And so stay tuned. We'll be talking about that. Also some potential future plans on what we're going to do on the panel. And touch base on just some of the regular maintenance stuff that we'll be doing this year. So anyway, we are done with our run-up. We have completed our pre-flight checklist, and we will be requesting a taxi for a Calaveras departure here out of Reedhovia. Welcome aboard.
Tower Comanche 5825 Papa, holding short 318 right.
5825 Papa, Davy Tower, extend upwind, turn right 3 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, extend upwind for 25 Papa, 318 right.
Alright, make sure full rich, fuel pump coming on. Laps are set, final looks clear.
5 Alpha, runway 3 on left, line up and wait.
3 on left, line up and wait for 5 Alpha.
That's 4 Delta Alpha, runway 3 on right, clear for the option.
Runway 31 right, clear for the option, 734 Delta Alpha.
Alright, full power. Airspeed's alive. We're airborne. Everything's in the green. No more runway remaining, gear coming up.
Sorry, 5 Alpha, upwind, Cessna is southbound. Follow the freeway outbound, I'll call you right, turn out, runway 3 on left, clear for
Laps
takeoff.
coming up.
3 on left, clear for takeoff, and we'll follow the freeway outbound for 5 Alpha.
Traffic coming at our 1 o'clock, which is why he wanted us to extend our upwind.
Comanche 5 Papa, right, turn out approved, contact North departure 121.3.
121.3 for 25 Papa, see ya.
Okay, let's go ahead and lower the RPM. 25. I'm up 25. On the 5500.
NorCal Comanche 5825 Papa, 2100, climbing 5,500.
5825 Papa, NorCal departure radar contact, San Jose 3011, maintain VFR at or below 4,500.
This is 011 at or below 4,500 for 25 Papa.
Number 5825 Papa, contact approach 125.35.
125.35 for 25 Papa.
Number 5825 Papa, NorCal.
25 Papa with you.
Traffic clear, number 5825 Papa, 1 o'clock, advise you maintain at or below 4,500.
Maintain at or below 4,500, we have traffic in sight for 25 Papa.
Alright, buddy, 7702, just to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 7702.
Air 7 off, turn level 120.
120 to the left.
Polar 1770, just to maintain 5,000.
Gonna maintain 5,000, Polar 1770.
Never rate 2, never return, level 360.
Left heading 360, 18 November.
Never, we're not another 8 squawk, please power change over, for me.
Alright folks, so we're right over Livermore now.
November 25 Papa, cancel altitude restriction. Cancel altitude restrictions for 25 Papa.
Okay, let's go up to 5,500.
November 658, are you going to stay at 3,400?
Okay, so
drop back down?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, our attitude indicator, heading indicator, completely broke. Our section is gone.
118.3.
118.3.
Last week I had my flight review.
5825 Papa, contact code 125.1. 125.1 for 25 Papa. NorCal approach Comanche 5825 Papa, 4,100 climbing, or sorry, 5,100 climbing, 5,500.
November 5825 Papa, NorCal approach, thermal altimeter 3012.
3012 for 25 Papa.
Yeah, we had our flight review last week. Didn't record that, of course, but we were doing some steep turns and all of a sudden heard a big pop. And wasn't sure what happened.
NorCal,
But then very quickly figured out that, yeah, suction gauge was reading 0.
1149, contact approach 125.
Our attitude indicator started being really funky, and we lost our heading indicator as well. And so we do have a wet vacuum system in this airplane, and they don't usually implode. So that's what I'm still trying to figure out in a way, to see what happened. It could be this a coupling or brace that I'm hearing, which could be a fairly inexpensive fix, or it could be the whole vacuum pump that's broke and we need to fix. So that's number one on the list. Obviously, we do a lot of heavy IFR or instrument based flying. If you haven't seen an example of that, you're not a pilot, check out the last video where we went into Watsonville.
November 48, whiskey contact approach,
and shot an approach there.
125, traffic compactor.
But that also begs the question, right? Because a vacuum system, they're prone to failure, and with this happening, now I'm like, well, it wouldn't be a bad idea to update, remove the vacuum system, and invest in a primary flight display, right? So there's a couple options. I've really wanted to been toying around with the Dynon system. If you're familiar with that, it's a full screen. It looks kind of like an iPad, and that would take over pretty much where all these 6 instruments are today. The problem with that is
November 6, Juliet, Papa, contact approach 127.4.
Dynon doesn't play nice with older autopilots, and I currently have this older analog autopilot from S-Tech, and Dynon doesn't. I gave them a call, and they pretty much said, yeah, we don't have any plans to support the older autopilot. So in order to update to the Dynon system, that would require also removing a perfectly good autopilot.
Track 523 over Altam, cleared RNAV 1 way 12 approach Trace Airport.
And upgrading that,
Cleared RNAV 12.
which to me doesn't make too much sense. It's a big it's a substantial financial commitment. So that kind of went to the back burner. The other thought was, okay, maybe put in some Garmin GI-275s. That would replace these 2 instruments, the attitude indicator and the heading indicator. And what that would do is essentially I could remove the whole vacuum system and have 2 standalone Garmin GI-275s.
November 85, whiskey contact approach 125.25.
125.25.
There's my buddy Nick. That's my ride home. The
Track
GI-275
136, turn right heading 1.
it's actually not a bad choice. A lot smaller real estate, but also comes at a substantial cost, which that's what I'm not 100% certain if that's the way I want to go. Another option is doing an Aspen system, 1000 Pro Max I think it is. And I actually found a unit that's used that was fairly affordable, and that's actually what I'm looking at right now. And so the Aspen again would replace both of these instruments. What we're trying to see is with the Pro Max, I'm not sure if I need to have a designated attitude indicator or a standby attitude indicator, and currently that's what I'm trying to replace. So again, trying to figure out what all that entails and how we can make that work. The other fix would just be to, hey, replace the vacuum pump, but we're talking about replacing potentially the vacuum pump. That's probably going to be somewhere around $1,000 or so, and that's $1,000 I could have put into the new system, and also potentially prone to failure again in the future. So with the type of instrument flying that I do, it would give me a lot more comfort from a safety perspective, from a redundancy perspective, to have an electronic flight display, but still very much TBD in terms of what we're going to do. So anyway, that's number one. We'll figure out if we go to the avionics shop right after the annual, or if we bite the bullet and just fix the vacuum pump. Number 2 is that my Garmin 650 decided to crap out on me a couple weeks ago. That one kind of took me by surprise. I was taking a flight with my daughter, and all of a sudden the screen wouldn't turn on. And initially I thought it was something wrong with the unit itself, or maybe with the wiring with the plane itself. I ended up removing the unit and having our local maintenance shop do a bench test to make sure that it turns on, to see if it would turn on, and it wouldn't. So the only thing you can do is send it into Garmin. It's been with them for almost a month at this point, and we haven't heard back yet, which is a little concerning. Thankfully, we have the airplane going into annual, so that'll be a week or 2, but I'm really hoping we can get that unit back in the near future. Thankfully, I have my local mechanic. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a Garmin dealer as well. and he lended me a GTN 650 Xi, so I got to play with that one, which is pretty much the same thing, just a faster processor, has a few more capabilities. I just removed that right before this flight to return to him. I'm sure he's going to be needing that unit soon. And yeah, I currently have a big hole in my panel for the GTN 650. So for those that don't know, that's the GPS, and that also has built in all of the instrument procedures and approaches, departures, things like that. So very important instrument. That was actually a big reason why I purchased this airplane, was because it had the GTN 650 and the autopilot as well, and they were coupled. So that's a big miss. Definitely, again, another thing that needs to get fixed. This is all on the avionics front. And the last thing is really something with the engine, I think with cylinder number 5. So ever since I got the engine monitor, I've been able to have a lot more information at my disposal, which is absolutely amazing. It helps diagnose issues a lot faster and obviously a lot cheaper than without. But now I have more information, right? So I found a trend that cylinder number 5 always runs the hottest, and it likes to creep into the 400s in the climb. Everything else is pretty low. In the summertime, you know, all of them will get closer to 400, but cylinder number 5 is the first one every single time. And so when I noticed that, I opened up the cowling, and I did notice that one of the silicone baffles, there was a hole near the back of one, and near cylinder number 5. And what that tells me is that very likely the air that's coming into the engine, all these engines are air cooled, you know, the air is taking the path of least resistance, and so it is completely bypassing cylinder 5, not going through the baffles, and therefore not cooling cylinder number 5 as much as it should. So that's the squawk we have for the annual. Our mechanic will take a look at that, and hopefully we will have much more even temperatures in the future. And then that's about it. Other than that, I think we have a minor fix with our strut, our front strut. I think it's overfilled at the moment with nitrogen, and so I want to bring that down. Especially when we're heavy, the airplane sits like a tail dragger and kind of hard to see from the front.
Can't do anything without a call.
We'll get that fixed, and that should be a 10 minute fix, not a big deal. Outside of that, I think the plane's been
November 169 Mike Echo, stay altitude.
Airplane's been behaving perfectly. We have not had any issues outside of the ones that we just said, and you know, that's fairly normal. Like, we have a 66-year-old airplane here.
November 25 Papa Mechanic approach 125.25.
125.25 for 25 Papa. Good evening, NorCal approach, Comanche 5825 Papa, level 5,500.
5825 Papa, NorCal approach to Sacramento, altimeter 3012.
3012 for Comanche 25 Papa.
So this year, I guess more issues on the panel itself. Engine's been running pretty smooth. We will do another oil change, even though I just changed the oil not too long ago, and I think it was the end of July. We'll get an oil change, new oil filter. We'll send the oil for analysis. This engine is getting towards its TBO, but everything's still holding really strong. So what I'll do is just get an oil analysis, make sure everything looks good. I will ask him to also, while he's cleaning and giving the spark plugs, to boroscope the cylinders real quick, make sure that that's all looking good as well. And yeah, should be fairly straightforward. That's about it, guys. If you have any questions about the annual, there are plenty of ADs that have to get done on an annual basis or 100-hour basis. So all of those will get addressed, and we'll be good for another year. So if you have any questions about the ownership experience or maintenance, please make sure to let me down in the comments down below. I'll try my best to answer as many questions as I can and as honest as I can as well. So you guys get a better idea of what it takes to own an airplane like this. It's an absolute fantastic airplane, but she is 66 years old, so it does come with maintenance, upkeep, and things like that. And there are things that break, and you have to plan for the unexpected, which is absolutely part of the ownership journey and something that we plan for, right? Another thing too, I've been getting questions more so from my family, is on I take my airplane all the way to Cameron Park, which is southeast of Sacramento. And so, to drive that back home would be probably about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours.
Clear track 1149, contact
Let's get
approach.
the question, like, when you take your airplane far away, how do you get back home? I think this is the beauty and what I love about general aviation. I've made some great friends along the way. My buddy Nick, who you guys have seen, if you haven't seen some of my other videos, he's been my safety pilot for instrument approaches and whatnot. He's going in his Cherokee to pick me up. So he's actually very close to me at the moment. We are overtaking him because he's in the Cherokee. Let's see, he's about 9 miles away currently, and we will be catching up to him real soon. He is going, he's going 114 miles per hour. We're 170, so we will be overtaking him, and we actually may be converging with him as we get closer to Cameron Park, so something to look forward, or something to look to and be watchful for as we get close to him.
November 8840, Whiskey
Alright folks,
Approach.
I will leave you here, and I'll bring back the cameras when we're getting closer to our descent. We'll see you in a bit.
10,800 for 11,500.
Approach Comanche 5825 Papa.
5825 Papa, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Would like to cancel VFR flight following.
5825 Papa, roger. Traffic 2 miles in front of you, 3,500 also for Cameron Park. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
25 Papa, thank you.
November 8085 Whiskey, there's traffic 2 miles in trail view for Cameron Park. A Comanche radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR frequency changed approved. We'll be looking for the Comanche 85 Whiskey. Thanks. Have a good day.
Cameron Park Airport. Automated weather observation. 0045 Zulu. Wind 30 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3012. Remarks. Density altitude 1560.
Got the weather.
Approaching aircraft,
1, 2, 3.
use left traffic. Do not confuse parallel streets with the
0,
runway
5.
and do not land short of the display.
Cameron Park traffic, you got a white Comanche 5825 Papa about 10 miles to the south. Descending out of 4,000, we'll be entering the 45 for runway 31, Cameron.
Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8085 Whiskey is about 9 miles to the south. Inbound for left traffic, runway 31, Cameron Park.
Okay, Nick, I have you in sight. I'll probably be coming in front of you for the 45 on 31.
Got a visual on you as well, Carlos. Yeah, you go ahead first. Get past there.
I believe I have the airport in sight. On our left main.
Cameron Park traffic, white Comanche 5825 Papa is entering the 45, runway 31 behind the downwind traffic. Cameron.
Cameron Park traffic, experimental gyro 519, clear now. Tight left. Upwind, runway 32, left close,
Gears down.
Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8285 Whiskey is entering a left 45 for runway 31 behind the Comanche. Cameron Park.
Passenger carriage mention prop. Seatbelt switches.
Marysville traffic, Skyhawk November 448 Alpha Foxtrot turning left of base for 3-2, full stop, Marysville.
Cameron Park traffic, white Comanche 5825 Papa turning left base for runway 31, Cameron.
Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8285 Whiskey is turning left downwind, runway 31, Cameron Park.
Cameron Park traffic, white Comanche 5825 Papa turning final runway 31, Cameron Park.
Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8285 Whiskey left base 31, Cameron Park.
Cameron Park traffic, white Comanche 5825 Papa, short final runway 31, Cameron.
Fine traffic, just on right.
Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8 Whiskey turning final runway 31 Cameron Park.
Cameron Park traffic, White Comanche 5825 Papa is clear of runway 31 at the end. Nick will wait for you to land, so taxi back.
Sounds good, I'll be looking for you. Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8 Whiskey will be back taxi, runway 31.
Alright folks, welcome to Cameron Park. We're going to tie her up, get the keys to the mechanic, put it under the door probably because he's already closed, and head back to Reed Hillview with Nick.
Cameron Park traffic, Cherokee 8 Whiskey is clear of the runway, enjoy the fuel.